Told them you were living downtown, driving all the old men crazy. The boys are back in town, boys are back in town.
What is up? We are back, and we are playing with the house money. This is the Parlay Boys podcast, coming to you live from the Palatial Parlay Boys studio. I am the host, RJ Guest, and this is a sensational college football Saturday. I'm going to drop the Parlay Boys selection later in the show. But real quick, before we get into it, I got to go off script for a moment. A couple of episodes back, I spoke kind of cruel about Lee Corso from College Gameday. I mentioned his at times noticeable slurred speech, and I compared him to Dick Clark on New Year's Eve. Sometimes you get in the zone and forget people may take exception to going overboard, holding people accountable for things we perceive negatively. My mother listens to the show, so of course she heard the episode and called me and asked me, "Are you not afraid to talk about that man like that?" And in my Coach Prime defense mode, I said, "Nah, Ma, they earned that. They deserve that." And she had that worried tone. So I had some time to think about it. And I've been watching College Game Day for over 20 years. And I was today years old realizing that Coach Lee Corso suffered a stroke some years back. I have taught my 15-year-old son to identify your own mistakes and wrongs and be quick to apologize and ask for forgiveness. So to practice what I preach to my kids, I apologize if my words rubbed anybody the wrong way. I truly did not mean to offend anybody. So now that we got that out the way, let's get back into it. Once again, the epicenter of the college football world is Boulder, Colorado. All the dignitaries are back out again. Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp did their show live yesterday on campus. Today you had Fox Big Noon and College Game Day on campus, where Coach Prime was on set and got a surprise visit from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And also this week, we got to put the limelight right on your ass, Jay Norvell. This clown is the head coach at Colorado State, who was playing on the road at Colorado tonight. He was on the air on his weekly show earlier. Check him out.
They're tired of all that stuff. They really are tired of it. And I sat down with ESPN today, and I don't care if they hear it in Boulder. I told them I took my hat off and I took my glasses off, and I said, when I talk to grown-ups, I take my hat and my glasses off. That's what my mother taught me. So,
see how sometimes you get the headphones on you, get mic'd up, the adrenaline flowing, and before you know it, you write a check your squad can't cash. And Jay Norvell, his warm sentiments caught Coach Prime's son and Colorado starting quarterback Shedeur Sanders' attention.
I mean, at first, I'm not really on social media during the week. Right. So then I find out, like, word of mouth, and somebody showed me the video. Fool to do that. Y'all been fool to do that. You got his son playing quarterback and his other son playing safety. So it's like, come on now, you asking for it.
Of course you knew Coach Prime would use Jay Norvell for bulletin board material, as if the boys ain't charged up enough already.
I'm minding my own business, watching some film, trying to get ready, trying to get out here and be the best coach I could be. And I look up and I read some bull junk that Dan said about us.
Talk to us.
Once again,
talk to us.
Why would you want to talk about us when we don't talk about nobody? All we do is go out here, work our butts off, and do our job on Saturday. But when they give us ammunition, they done messed around and made it what? It was just gonna be a good game.
They made this shit personal.
They done messed around and made it personal. It was gonna be a great test, a battle of Colorado, but they done messed around and made it personal.
Coach Norvell done stirred up the herd. In addition to this whipping they're about to get tonight, Prime can send them a thank you card because they're capitalizing with this sunglasses endorsement now. And there's no telling how many millions they're going to make, because everybody in Colorado are going to have those shades in the next week. I mean, he's been gifting everybody in sight with the hot new specs all yesterday and today. including the entire football team. Now get this. Last night, Norvell tried to half-ass backpedal from his comments, but it's too late. The Buffalo is already out of the barn. Colorado is a 23-point favorite tonight. So even with the firestorm these comments caused, odds makers were already expecting a beatdown. I just hope when the coaches meet at midfield after the game, Coach Prime takes his hat and shades off and shakes Norvell's hand like a grown-up and tell him, good game, and walk away on that mic drop moment. Now, let's get down to business. Tonight, we're about to let it ride at Folsom Field in beautiful Boulder, Colorado. They have a high-powered offense as they've displayed in the first 2 games, showing that they can strike pay dirt from anywhere on the field. The passing game has been more potent than the ground game, and Colorado State's pass defense is a junior varsity unit. So let's take it to go over the 63.5. Hell, they may hit that by the end of the third quarter, and you can head straight back to the window and tell them RJ Guest said, sock it to my pockets. Catch y'all on the next one. I'm out.
I believe. 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 I believe.